And so let's take you through that tragedy that took place in Haryana's New area. We are talking about a very honest police officer. He was mowed down by the sand mafia for standing up to these goons. DSP Surendra Singh was his name. He was brutally murdered during a raid that he was conducting in the Aravalli hills along with his team. And remember, the Aravalli hills are notorious for operation of the sand mafia. On an average, there are 50 complaints filed against the sand mining, illegal sand mining, as far as this area is concerned in the area of Nu. Now, reports say that the driver of the dumper was stopped by the DSP for a check. He panicked and ran the truck over DSP Surendra Singh. DSP Singh's murder today is symptomatic of a far deeper malaise of the sand mining mafia that's running rampage for years, flexing its muscles against the law of the country. And today, its killing adds to this long list of havoc that has been wreaked by the mafia, that is the illegal sand mining mafia, even as the Haryana government assures that strong action will be taken. And with that, let's now also quickly take you through what the sand mafia rampage has been like. Remember, it goes back many years ago, but we'll start with the freshest case of July 2022 in Haryana. That is today's case. The DSP was mowed down by a truck in Nu. Now, in February of this year itself, on February 4 to be precise, we also had the state of Rajasthan. A string of attacks on policemen were carried on in Alwar. Remember, these are all cases that are taking place by the mafia. On January 30th in this year itself, in the state of Bihar, 10 policemen were injured in attacks in Banka and Vaishali. On July 4th, in 2022 itself, we also had the state of Telangana. Goons attacked forest officials who were trying to save these forests, but they set them ablaze. And on February 26th, in 2022, we're looking at a case in Punjab, 60-year-old killed for opposing illegal sand mining. An average of 50 similar complaints have been filed every year since 2015. Now, this is something that we are all aware of, but nothing, absolutely nothing has been done so far. And with that, let's also quickly take a status update from our correspondent Anshul Singh, who's been live from Tauru in Haryana. If we could quickly go across to Anshul. Anshul, what is the latest that you're picking in terms of the suspect who's been nabbed? Also, I'd like you to take our viewers through how Aravalli's New area is known to have an average of 50 complaints against illegal sand mining, and yet nothing has been done.
So yes, Nu has been infamous for land mining, especially stone mining, because remember this entire area is surrounded by hills and small hills. So the main occupation that the people, I got a chance to speak to locals over here, and they say that this is the main occupation that people do. They actually mine stones from these hills, and these stones are then transported to the nearby city. In that city, these stones are crushed and hence sent to the market for consumption. So yes, this is something that has been happening in Haryana, especially in this Mewat region, for many years. Now, since the BJP government has been in power, it is being told that there has been a lot of stringent action that has been taken. Special teams have been made just to make sure that land mining does not happen at the same pace that it used to happen. And the land mining that was happening over here definitely tells a lot about that the officials on the ground were actually in cahoots with these miners or with these mafia who have managed to spread their empire over here, massive empire over here. So talking about the case that has happened today, the first person has been nabbed by the police. The police has confirmed to CNN News 18 that there were actually 4 people who were trying to escape from the Mewat region, and one of them, who is known as Ikkar, has now been arrested by the police in an encounter that was carried out. He was shot on the leg, and as he fell down, the police went ahead and arrested him. He has now been taken to the hospital where his MLC is being done, which means that the medical legal certificate is being made in that hospital. Now, once he gets discharged from the hospital, he will be presented in front of the district magistrate court, where the Haryana police is likely to ask for extension of for his judicial police custody. Now, as to how many days will that custody be given to him, that remains to be seen as of now. But what we are also picking up, that the police has not stopped as of now. The Now remember, Ikar, who has been arrested, he is not the only accused in this case. He is one of the accused in this case, and it is still not clear where he was in that dumper, that the very dumper that ran over DSP Surendra Singh. So he is being said to be one of the person of that whole mafia, and he has now been arrested. When the investigation will be carried forward, it remains to be seen what more details will he spell out to the police. However, the police is under a lot of pressure. Just a few minutes ago, we heard the DGP of Haryana speaking to the media. Now the DGP has moved to the location where the incident happened. We saw his cavalcade moving towards the location where the incident happened. Currently at the hospital is what we are being told, that the SP is with Ikar at the hospital. The police team is at the hospital getting his MLC done, getting him the initial first aid that is required after he
I
was
completely
shot
agree with you.
on the leg.
Much
Also,
is now to be carried on as far as those investigations are concerned. A lot of answering to be done by Haryana police at the moment, but that's the question we are now opening to all our viewers. Cops are unsafe. Does common man even stand a chance? That's the question we are posing to all of you, our viewers. Share your views with us on 01204341895. That's the number.